Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to the road trip for Man United against Wolves tonight, 8 p.m. And I said it already, okay, on the morning show. I said, I'm not going to be that guy losing a sackable offence and this, that, and the other, because I've learnt my lesson, okay? But I'm nervous for tonight. There's no other way of dressing it up. I really worry for us tonight because I've seen Wolves play, right? And if you haven't seen them play and you just take for face value their league position, you obviously come to the conclusion that we should be winning this game very, very comfortably, regardless of how badly we've been playing, regardless of our recent record, etc., which in football terms should happen. However, we, you, all know this team. We all know the things that it has as deficiencies. We all know the things that it has going for it, okay? And I'm telling you, I've seen Wolves at points show some fight. I've seen them, be in games. I've seen them have a few margins where it could have gone a different way and the other team's got to just up the quality a little bit and get that decisive moment. And I just worry that if the game becomes like that for us tonight, we may be on the wrong end of the result. Now, if all is said and well, and these players that we've not been able to trust, the manager that we've not been able to trust, or I say, you know what, I don't want to offend anyone, that I haven't been able to trust, right? If they show up and play to a certain level and produce some moments, they should be winning the game comfortably. But how many warning shots do we need? You know what I mean? I know Everton are doing well, but, you look at how that game was. You look at how we played against West Ham for large parts. You look at the performances in general, even when we haven't lost. Look at how we played against Spurs. Not great. Look at how we played against Palace for large parts. Not great. So, listen, of course we can win this game, but like we said in the preview, like who even knows anymore? You don't even know what Man United's gonna show up. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know how they're gonna be, and it's draining, bro. So don't get it twisted. If we losing against this Wolves team is just another one you throw into the mix of, like, obviously we ain't got any better and it's disgusting, it's unacceptable, etc. Saying it's a sackable offence, you just add it into the sackable offences if you really want to go down that way. I'm not really going that way. It would just be another new low, But having said that, got to find a little bit of positivity. You do. I do agree with that. Like, regardless of how bad we're playing, they've got to be finding a way to win this game. Now, you don't have a God-given right to do it. Dallo spoke about they need to use the anger or something as motivation to be more locked in, paraphrasing, but you get my drift. Like, it shouldn't take for that. It shouldn't take for these hardships. Where is it from the off? That's what I worry about tonight, because we don't have that killer instinct in us. We don't have that bit in us that says, listen, boys, playing against these lot tonight, they're going to be hungry, okay? They're cut adrift at the bottom of the table. They've got 2 points all year. However, don't think that they're going to give us an easy ride, especially at their place. At the beginning of every game, they're going to have belief that they can get something out of the game and start to turn their season around, okay? This is one of the other side, like the tougher things about playing a team in the relegation zone, like rooted to the bottom of the league, is thinking that you can just turn up there and because they got 2 points, it will be an easy afternoon because you're playing bottom of the league. We've seen it with our team. Look last year when we played Ipswich. Look last year when we played Southampton. Now, I'm not saying we didn't win those games, but they weren't foregone conclusions. Apart from the 2 against Leicester, we haven't done great in these games. Look at Luton. Even the year before that, look at what we did against Luton. I think Victor Lindelof, we beat them 1-0. And then away from home, I think it went 2-0 up and then it got close or something like that, if I remember off the top of my head. What I'm saying is it's not always a foregone conclusion, okay? Even though we win, we have to be at it. We have to do things in the right way. Team news, team-wise, I'm almost fed up of, like, trying to think of, oh, surely he should do this. I saw some people saying, surely Cobby should start today because of this. Or, you continue with Xerxes, Cunha going back to his old stomping ground and Mbumo's got to find something. Like, I don't know what's going to turn up. Like, I really don't know. Aiden Heaven was taken off at half-time. I don't think you put him in away at Wolves. Lisandro Martinez, could he get his first start of the season? I'd love to see that, but I think he's only come off the bench for like 8 minutes in the last 2 games each time. So he's probably only played about total of 16 to 20 minutes, maybe not even that. Has it been 10 minutes he's played? Anyway, I wouldn't have suggested it's enough to start. I'll be shocked at that. I don't think Harry Maguire's back, so you bring in Yoro, keep Ahmad and Mbeumo where they are. He's going to go with the same Casemiro and Bruno. And then Kobe will be on the bench. I think you could continue with Xerxes up front. And you play Cunha and Mbeumo. Maybe you might start Mount. I don't know. But, last game out, don't think Cunha was particularly good against West Ham. Mason Mount was on the bench. I think he was probably nursing a knock as well. De Ligt is the interesting one. Hopefully he can be back. Did Amorim say I think he would be back? I think he did. I want to see him return. We need that stability. Dalot and Dorgu at left wing back. You probably just continue with Dalot. He scored in the last game, didn't he? Dorgu when he came on wasn't great. But these are all small potatoes, isn't it? These are all small fry. Like, who knows? Who knows how we're going to turn up? What I would say is, though, like I said already, if we F this up against Wolves, I don't want to hear no positive things or you got to understand it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because there comes a point where you got to start. We have to start doing something. Do you get it? Like, we can't just keep having this apathy of like, oh, it's just, it's just who we are. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get in it. Like, it's just, we got to do something. Next game, Bournemouth at home. Not easy. Not easy. But at the same time, what we're always forced to do, but if we do win tonight, then, you beat Bournemouth, that's 6 points, that rise you up the table, and it's the same thing every single game. That is what I am tired of. It's tedious, it's boring. If we win tonight, we'll be joint 5th with Chelsea and this, that and the other, and it's long, but if we lose, we probably stay 12th. Well, we would stay 12th. If we draw, you stay in the bottom half. So at the same time, these are the fine margins of the league and why it is how it is. But I'm just done with the excuses. But I'm also not shocked if we F it up. I'm not. So I don't know what I'm going to witness. I don't know what we're going to see. I even can't commit to it. I have gone with like a United narrow win. Not pretty. But I'm just praying. Please, that they just give us just a normal performance. Just go take care of business. That's all I'm asking for. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. One thing, Man United. Please, can you just rock bottom of the league, 2 points? Can you do that for us? Please? I'm out of it. See you on the match. Peace.